Hey everybody, what's up? It's Aditi here, your intuitive marketing strategist. I help spiritual entrepreneurs get confident, visible, and paid for their expertise, which I like to call your gift. So I was guided to do this impromptu, so this is not scripted. I'm just out here hanging out with you guys. And I want to talk about the 5 blocks that you need to shift if you want to make a living from your expertise, from your gift, from whatever it is that you are good at. All right. So one of the main first ones is that I can't make a living doing this. And this is something that is kind of like deeply ingrained sometimes inside of us that we don't really realize. So maybe we want to do this. We want to have, our own business, our own schedule. We want to have that freedom. But do you really believe it's possible for you? This is where I feel is the strongest foundation that you can build to break through this block to actually make it possible. Because guess what? If you don't believe it's possible, you're shit out of luck. Because that inherent belief affects the way you show up. It affects the way you do your work. It affects the way you put things out there, right? So it all wraps around the fact that if you believe that you in fact can make a living from doing this. Now, if you're digging this topic, go ahead and give this a share, because I am going to be talking about how to shift this block. And every single day for these next 5 days, I'm going to talk about another block that you can shift. And you guys can literally shift this just from the few activities that I give you during this broadcast, all right? So you can literally have a fundamental shift just from doing these few things. And you guys know today's the eclipse, so happy eclipse. Today is a very powerful energy to help you guys move through to the things that you really want. All right, and at the end of the broadcast, I'm going to talk to you guys about ways that you can move through this stuff. I'm giving away over $1,000 of free material at the end of the broadcast, so make sure to catch that. Now, whether you're catching this live or you're catching this on the replay, interact with me, talk to me, comment below that you're here, say hello to everybody. All right, so let's get started. All right, so I want to talk to you guys about making a living with your expertise. Now, your expertise could be anything, right? It could be whatever you're good at. Are you good at helping people with their finances? Are you good at helping people with their makeup? Are you good at helping people with their nails or helping people through crises? Hi, how are you? Or helping people, some people help people balance their chakras, right? There are so many different types of gifts and expertises that are out there that you can use to turn it into a business and make a living out of it. But do you believe it's possible for you? When I first went into my business full time in January 2016 for the marketing part of it, I really wanted this. I was like, I want to do this. Don't want to go back to the corporate world. I would love to be able to have my own business, live in different locations, and work from home and do all of these things. But the problem was there was a really small part of me, or probably a really big part of me, but it was just kind of unconscious, that I was like, I don't know if I can really do this. Is this really possible for me too? Can this really happen? Or am I just dreaming? Is this just a pipe dream, right? So you might be feeling the same way. You may see other people doing their thing, and you might feel like, man, I wish I could do that. I hear people say that to me all the time. Aditi, I wish I could do what you're doing. I wish I had more courage. I wish I was more bold. But the truth is, you can be. It's all inside of you. But how do you get there, right? Me just telling you that is not necessarily going to make it all better and going to make it believable. So the key here is to make it believable. So how can you make it believable for yourself? See, what I did was I saw mentors, I saw people out there who were doing things that I wanted to do. And I realized, if they could do it, maybe I could do it too, just maybe, right? I gave myself that buffer that, okay, if this doesn't work, I can always go back to corporate America if I need to, if I want to, if my mind changes. right? So I had that there. But the truth was, I didn't want to go back. I didn't. I was like, I have to figure something out. I have to do something. So I realized I didn't believe it. And that's why I was showing up more nervous and awkward and weird and all this other stuff, because I didn't think it was possible. All right, so how can you, if you feel called to do this and if you want to do this, right, how can you shift that for yourself? How can you make it more believable? I want you to go find at least 3 people who are doing what you want to do. Now, if there's nobody in your circle of spirit that you know who does this, one, you can post on your Facebook and say, hey, does anyone do this full time or have their own business doing this, right? Fill in the blank for what your expertise is. Or we have a friend called Google. You can Google and see if you can find other people who are doing the same thing that you're doing. I can guess that you'll probably find quite a few people, all right? So see who you resonate with, see who you kind of vibe with, who you connect with, and see if you can see yourself doing what they're doing. This is how I kept myself above water. I'm like, look, if this person did it, shoot, why can't I do it? Of course, maybe I can do it too, right? Oh, this person did it this way, maybe I can do that too. Maybe it's possible for me too. But without that example, there's no anchor to kind of pull you out of it and pull you towards that. So I want you to get that anchor for yourself. Make it believable for yourself, okay? So that's the first thing you can do, is find 3 mentors or people who are already doing what it is that you want to do. The next thing that you can do is journaling. So this is something really powerful that I feel like people think of it as like, ooh, that's just about emotions and feelings and all these other things. But it's actually much more powerful than just that. It's not just about writing your feelings. You can actually journal out a vision of what you want and what you want to create. And you want to write it in present tense. So as if it's already happening right now. And what does this do? It tricks your mind into believing that it's happening already. So you start to actually believe it. And this may seem like a simple thing, but it's very profound. Because what would happen was when I was journaling and I was writing things like, clients pay me in full, or, clients come out of nowhere and are so excited to work with me and pay me. Those people did exactly that. It was so comfortable to me. It was already in my energy that this was happening, that when it did happen, it was totally normal, right? I didn't self-sabotage it. I didn't feel like, oh, this is not possible, all these other things. Yeah, it's really, really powerful. So some of you may not even realize this block is there. So I invite you to do this activity regardless of where you are, because there's probably a little part of you that is still blocking the possibility of this really happening for you. So I want you to really feel and feel it in your body and really embody it and feel like, wow, this is really possible. Like, what would it feel like to have a business doing what you're really good at? What would it feel like to have your own schedule? What would it feel like to be able to live anywhere? And these are just the things I'm listing for myself because this is what I wanted. But whatever it is that you want, right? Maybe you want to spend more time. What would it be like to be home with your kids and not have to go to work every day and not see them until nighttime and you're tired as hell, right? Or spending time with a friend or a partner, or some entrepreneurs, they talk about spending time with their animals. They don't want to be at work all day and be away from their animals, right? So really feel, what would it feel like to have all of these things and for it to really be happening, and really make it believable for yourself. Because this block is going to stop you from showing up, from doing anything in your business, because you don't believe it. If you don't believe it, guess what? You're going to create situations and circumstances that mirror exactly what you believe. So we want to move through that. We want to believe it and try to create something more. All right? So see where that is for you, and even after you do the activity, I would love for you to come back here and put in the comments how it went for you, what came up for you, maybe if you want to share your mentors or any ahas you had, because this is super, super transformative. These simple things, these small shifts make huge shifts. You know, I was doing some activities through something that I'm working through in a week, and that next week I had a huge shift. I had like all this unexpected money come in and some gifts come in that I was not planning for or expecting. So these activities, don't think that they're simple, small activities. They're actually huge, all right? So go do them and tell me how it goes, and tell me how you feel now about believing that you can actually make a living doing this, right? And another thing is, you want to stay narrow, tunneled, vision, focused. You want to cut out and stay away from anyone who is telling you that it is not possible, because if other people are telling you it's not possible and you're just in the beginning of your journey, you're going to believe them, right? In the beginning of my journey, I was like, I'm staying away from everybody and everyone's opinions and everything they have to say, right? Because they didn't know what I saw. They didn't know the visions that I was getting for my life. They didn't know the mentors that I had in my vision to be able to do those things too, right? They didn't know that all of those people existed, that other people were doing it too. So don't let other people's limiting thoughts affect you, all right? So if you really want to make a living with your expertise, or even if you want to add a side income to what you're doing, this is the first block you want to shift. You want to make sure you start to believe that it's really possible for you right now. And yes, you, not your friend, not your neighbor, not your sister, not your brother's girlfriend, but you, okay? So I am giving away over $1,000 of free material this week. I would love for you to join us. The link above is confidentmarketingacademy.com, which is my 8-week spiritual marketing course. You guys will see that I'm giving you a 7-day free pass. Who doesn't love some free, right? The great thing is, you guys are going to get a bunch of cool things in here included this week. All right, I have the Powerful Brand Builder, which is worth around $500. It's a whole mini course that's inside of Confident Marketing Academy that's open and available for you guys to access for free, no credit card required, okay? Not asking for any of that. I genuinely want you guys to benefit from this, whether you stay for the course or you don't. So go to confidentmarketingacademy.com, sign up, and come join us inside the course. Let's get your brand to be super powerful. And you'll also get the first week, which is a divine activation, which is also going to help you with your believability. I believe that sometimes if we don't believe in ourselves, if we believe in something bigger, that can help us kind of move through it too. All right, and you're going to get to participate in the live group coaching call that we're doing this Thursday at 4 p.m. Pacific, and every single person is welcome to join us, but you have to make sure you sign up first. So I'm giving away $1,000 stuff for free this week. Make sure you take advantage of this, because I don't always do this, all right? The last time I ran this course was early spring, and I don't know when I'll be running this again. So make sure to hop over to Confident Marketing Academy and join us if you know anyone who might like it or enjoy that too. Or even this topic, give this a share, tag your friends, and meet me here again tomorrow, and I'll be doing the next second block to help you shift that so you can make money and make a living from your expertise. All right, again, my name is Aditi. I'm an intuitive marketing strategist, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.